Gear terminology. The terms which we are going to learn in this presentation helps us to get a clear understanding about the terms used in gears. Addendum circle. It is a circle drawn through the top of the teeth and is concentric with the pitch circle. Dedendum circle. It is the circle drawn through the bottom of the teeth. It is also called root circle. Pitch circle. It is an imaginary circle which, by pure rolling action, would give the same motion as the actual gear. Pitch circle diameter is the diameter of the pitch circle. The size of the gear is usually measured with the help of this pitch circle diameter. It is also known as pitch diameter. Clearance circle. A circle passing through the top of the meshing gear is known as clearance circle, and clearance is the radial distance from the top of the tooth to the bottom of the tooth in a meshing gear. Addendum. It is the radial distance of a tooth from the pitch circle to the top of the tooth. Dedendum. It is the radial distance of a tooth from the pitch circle to the bottom of the tooth. Total depth. It is the radial distance between the addendum and the dedendum circles of a gear. It is equal to the sum of the addendum and the dedendum. Working depth. It is the radial distance from the addendum circle to the clearance circle and is equal to the sum of the addendum of the two meshing gears. Topland. It is the surface of the top of the tooth. Face. It is the surface of the gear tooth above the pitch surface. Flank. It is the surface of the gear tooth below the pitch surface. Face width. It is the width of the gear tooth measured parallel to its axis. Tooth thickness. It is the width of the tooth measured along the pitch circle. Tooth space. It is the width of space between the two adjacent teeth measured along the pitch circle. Circular pitch. It is the distance measured on the circumference of the pitch circle from a point of one tooth to the corresponding point on the next tooth. It is usually denoted by PC. Circular pitch PC is equal to pi d divided by t. In addition to the terminology which we have learned, there are other terms, namely module. It is the ratio of the pitch circle diameter in millimeters to the number of teeth. It is usually denoted by small m. Small m is equal to capital D by capital T. Profile. It is the curve formed by the face and flank of the tooth. Fillet radius. It is the radius that connects the root circle to the profile of the tooth. Length of path of contact. It is the length of the common normal cut off by the addendum circles of the wheel and pinion. Path of contact. It is the path traced by a point of contact of two teeth from the beginning to the end of engagement. Pressure angle. It is also called as angle of obliquity. Pressure angle is the angle between the common normal to two gear teeth at the point of contact and the common tangent at the pitch point. It is usually denoted by phi. The standard pressure angles are 14.5 degrees and 20 degrees. Backlash. The image that you are observing, or the animated image that you are observing in the present screen, is about the backlash. Backlash is the difference between the tooth space and the tooth thickness as measured along the pitch circle. Theoretically, the backlash should be zero, but in actual practice, some backlash must be allowed to prevent jamming of the teeth due to tooth errors and thermal expansion.